white folks. So we do so many bricks, Martin Luther King had to rush up there and tell us about some non-violence. You know, the truth is we were trying to beat the hell out of them white folks. So I left town with I was support white folks when I was 17 years old. And then I left town with Martin Luther King, got with a group called SNCC, and we fought them white folks in Southwest Georgia, Albany. The place where we met, they put bombs in the church and blew it up, burned it down. They burnt churches down in south of Georgia. The house we lived in, they come and machine gun it. And they tried to make us go in the back door. We said, hell no. And I walked in the city hall one day in Moultrie, Georgia. All the police standing around. They had a water fountain. Said, white only. I walked in there and tore the sign off of it, right in front of the police, and drank me some white water. And then turned around and looked at me like they wasn't nothing and walked out. And when I got about up there far as that tree, here come about 10 of them with rifles and guns. They beat holes in the head, knocked my teeth out, and I sat on death row for a month. But that didn't slow me down. I rushed to Birmingham with Dr. King, and we went over there, and we started marching. And back then, you know, they used to tell us to go in the back door. Say yes, sir, to all the white people. Work was like a dog and didn't pay us nothing, like they're doing now. But we said, if this is going to be, we're going to fight. And we started marching in Birmingham. And they brought big dogs out. And they put them dogs on us. And they began to bite and tear off our flesh. But we weren't scared. We used to sing a song, ain't scared of nobody because I want my freedom. And we walked into them dogs. They put us in jail. We sang songs, ain't scared of the jails because I want my freedom. They blew up our churches. Blew up the church in Birmingham in the middle of service and killed 4 little black babies. I was there. And in Mississippi, I went all over. I would go anywhere and fight. I love to throw bricks at white folks. And Martin Luther King, he tried to talk me out of it, but he couldn't stop me. I remember one time I was with Dr. King and the sheriff. We were marching, the sheriff blocked our way, and then the sheriff walked up to Martin Luther King, started talking to him, and spit in his face. But Dr. King didn't know I had a brick in my back pocket. When he spit in Dr. King's face, I kissed him right in the nose. Yeah. And then all of us had to fight through Dr. King. But then in Mississippi, they burnt down churches. When we speak up for freedom, they will come to kill our people. Matter of fact, Moniskin people in Mississippi. How you say? Mr. Worley Jackson and Metcalf. They were speaking up for black people. And they put a bomb in his car and blew him up in the car. Then in Harrisburg, where the young man and he was a leader. One night the sheriff and the white folks showed up at the house and started shooting at his house. And he started shooting back and told his family to go out the back door. And when his family went out the back door, they threw 5 bombs in his house and burned him up in his house. There wasn't nothing done about it. Mary Evans, who was a friend of mine, he tried to register people to vote and tell black people they ain't supposed to be slaves to these white people. And one night after a meeting, he went home, and when he got to his house after he left the mass meeting, there was a white man laying in the bushes waiting on him. And when he stepped on the porch, he shot him with a high-powerful rifle in the back, and the bullet went through his back, through his heart, through the screen door, and landed in the refrigerator in a watermelon. The white man's name was Deion Rebecca. They murdered him, and wasn't nothing done about it. And just like today, they're murdering our people, and ain't nothing There was no paper in the school. There were no books in the school, no bathrooms, no food, and children would walk 5 miles just to get there to learn something. We come from the richest land in the world. God gave us Africa. You are African. That hair on your head is African hair. Them that nose are African nose. And you need to be proud of it. Yeah, you got that African hair. The only hair in the world that'll break a comb. Yeah. You got a big white nose, sucking more air than any nose in the world. And you know these women got these big, beautiful African lips. The only lips in the world you can kiss and get a cushion. Yeah. And our women are so beautiful, they look just as good walking away from you as they do coming up to you. We come from the most beautiful people in the world. We come from the richest land in the world. And we were stolen from that land. We were stolen from Africa. And they still steal and rape, rob, and murder. These crackers ain't changed at all. But it's time for us to meet them now. We need to go into that foul battle with the white man. We need to beat them down, beat them back, take back everything they stole from us. Our diamonds, our gold, our silver. They even stole us from Africa. You didn't come over here on no Mayflower. You came here on a slave ship. You were chained around your necks and feet, being raped and beat. Your grandmama worked in the fields for nothing. From sun up to sundown. They used to say, change the mule, but don't change the nigga. Work a mule a half a day, work a nigga all day. That's how much respect they got for you. And they ain't gonna never have no respect for you. We got to have respect for our women. We got to have respect for our people. It's time for all of us to come together and love each other. And say, join in with our people in Haiti. And what I've done since I met Dr. King 60 years ago, everywhere they fight white folks, I go join them. I help them be at the meetings with the United States. I love Saddam Hussein. I love Libya. And I love the Palestinians. I love Nicaragua, El Salvador, Venezuela. Anybody stand up to the white man, anybody fight the white man is a friend of mine. And I'm fighting, I realized a long time ago, I ain't fighting for me. I'm fighting for the black woman. I fight for you. I give my life. I've been shot. I've been shot. I don't care. But I want to make life better for you. I want to raise you back to your great status where everybody in the world look up to you. I want to raise you back to your status where you would have all the food, where you would have diamonds and gold and everything that God laid out for you. But that devil, the white man, stole it and set up a system called capitalism, where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But it's time for us to say, hell no. And then they want to draft us to go into their armies and fight. And the hell I fight the Vietnamese for? Did he call me a nigger? Did he steal me from Africa? Why would I fight Saddam Hussein for? If the white man calls somebody a terrorist, the white man is the biggest terrorist in the world. Hell, you got you other terrorists killing your children every day, right in front of your eyes. Ain't that terrorism? Yes. Sending you to bed hungry. Ain't that terrorism? Yes. Got you living out here under the bridges. Ain't that terrorism? Dropping bombs on you in Libya. Shooting you down in Haiti right now as we talk. Ain't that terrorism? Yes. The crack is the #1 terrorist in the world. And then they had nerve enough to draft me to the army. I went down to the draft board and told them, y'all crackers, give me a gun. I'm shooting crackers. Give me a gun. They told me that I couldn't get in their army. They didn't want me and put me out the back door. So I'm saying this to say to you, we got to be warriors. You got got to wake up and start seeing the truth. Don't believe nothing that the white man said. Don't believe that news. They ain't no news. CNN ain't giving no news. ABC, CBS, all that ain't nothing but garbage. If the white man tell you something, you know it's down. If they tell you it's cold, you know the sun is shining. If they tell you it's good, you know it's bad as hell. Don't believe nothing the crackers say. You Africans, and you'll never be free until Africa's free. We got to unite with our black people in Haiti, in Brazil, in the Caribbean, in Africa, all over the United States, and everywhere else in the world we are, come together and fight together, not each other. Yes. We got to love and honor and put the African woman, the black woman, on the highest pedestal. Live for and die for. If you honor the black woman, even where you're living, every day will be heaven. I was living in hell until I met that little black girl right there. I'm going to stop talking now, but I want you to know that I was bound and fighting in Mississippi. And her and some girls invited me to come to their college. So I went to the college to speak. And I made such a good speech, all the girls in the school just started. And I was trying to look around and see what I was going to pick, look around everything. So one little girl, she got up in a nice little suit, had a little high heels on, trying to talk proper, and that was her. And she was hitting me with my check for $25. And she gave me the check, and I kept speaking and speaking, and then my speech was over and I was leaving, and I looked back, she still had my check there, holding on to it. And from that day on, she been getting all my checks. I had one since I met her. And I tried not to love her, but she gave me 3 children that looked like me, and I love her. So, she gave me something to live for, okay? I faced your dog. I was in your prison. I've been shot. I've been bombed. But the African woman, don't care how bad your conditions are. The African woman will make you feel like a king when you're standing in hell. Ain't nothing like the black woman. Are y'all ready to fight for our women? Are y'all ready to go to war? Are you ready to build us an army? We will fight, and we will fight until they day. There was a great meeting down in Haiti. When they had the people enslaved in Haiti, this guy called all the elite soldiers together, black slaves together. He said, I want you to go out, and the white man, I want you to go kill them all. Kill them all. Babies, grandmama, great-grandmama, all of them. And they went out and they did it, and they got free. If we don't stand up to this white man, we have any mercy on him, he's going to kill us all. If we don't hurry up and do something, they're going to say about us like they said about the Indians. There used to be some Indians. They're going to say it used to be some black people. And you think they all been tried. That's why we're going to meet them. We're going to say never, right? Are y'all ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? Hold your fists up. Say black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Thank y'all. Go Africa.
Yes.